All right, here we go. During Football Sunday yesterday, a day that's supposed to be about football instead became about politics. NFL players and some team owners joining a national anthem protest. Some took a knee, others sat, others stretched, some locked arms and even skipped the anthem altogether. So what is it about sacrifice that some athletes feel as though the best way to show it is to take a knee or not participate? Let's bring in Johnny Joey Jones, who spent last Monday, who lost both his legs, by the way, while he was trying to defuse a bomb in Afghanistan. But you spent last week with the Cincinnati Bengals, not knowing the president was going to say what he said. What was your message to them?
Well, you know, over a year ago, I tweeted Colin Kaepernick and said, listen, I don't have legs, but I'll stand with enough pride for both of us when they play our national anthem. And that didn't go away. It went viral. So when I went up to Cincinnati to work with the Bengals on teamwork and leadership and brotherhood last Monday, that was the first thing I addressed with them. And I said, you know, quite frankly, you know, if you're in this room and you took a knee, I love you. I love you because I share this country with you, and the purest form of patriotism is to love the strangers you see on the street just because we share this country together. And someone from the back said, no one on this team is taking a knee. And that meant a lot to me. That showed me that they really heard what I was saying, and they understand the true meaning of the flag, the national anthem, and everything else this country stands for. You know, they took it to overtime last night, and they'll get the next one.
Right, and you know they did have their best game of the year last night, even though they fell short. But then you're going to be speaking again to the Ravens this week. What's your message to the Ravens after they go over to Wembley, took a knee, and got crushed?
Same thing. Same thing. Listen, I would stand in front of every man kneeling on the NFL and give that man a hug and ask that man to stand with me and stand for me, because I will stand for him. I'll stand for what he cares about, but more importantly, I'll stand for the fact that this country is a place you can protest, and that's all the reason you need to take a stand and respect this country.
Am I right, Johnny, that one of the things is protest, but the thing that makes it different is it's about the flag and the anthem? It's like protesting your own family instead of going inside and making it better.
You know, the way I look at it, I don't know what it's like to be a 25-year-old black man on the streets of any city in this country and be discriminated against. But no one in the NFL, other than Alejandro Villanueva, really knows what it's like to be a 25-year-old American in the middle of a country where everyone wants to kill you. So we all have things to learn from each other. We all need to hear each other out. Right. Most importantly, we all need to try and love each other, and we need to stand together. There were a few teams yesterday that locked arms and stood in unison, and that's what we need to talk about.
And, Johnny, lastly, you understand the president's sentiment, obviously. That's what you're speaking about, but you didn't like the language.
No, listen, I don't call names to the Taliban that took my legs. They don't deserve that from me, and the honor I learned in the Marine Corps keeps me above that. Everyone I think I don't like, I may actually care about one day. I may actually get to know one day, and they may change my mind. So I'm not going to throw names out there at people that I don't even know yet, because I want to know them. I want to know what's on their mind, and I want to convince them to be on my side. My biggest argument against Colin Kaepernick, after speaking to him, was that his actions were drawing a line in the sand and dividing people that otherwise might actually come together. Right. And I think throwing names out there like the president did the same thing. I understand the sentiment, just like I started to understand Colin, but I don't believe that's how you do it on either case.
Okay. Thanks so much, Johnny. Of course, any team would benefit from having you speak. I look forward to hearing what the Ravens say. Thanks so much.